Welcome to the Tone Jerks podcast. I'm your host, Brian Gower, and with me today we got
Kyle McIntyre.
Big 3-0.
We're in the cold weather. Oh, sorry, go for it.
It's episode 300.
I walked over it.
All right, it's fine. Actually,
oh yeah, yeah. It's so special. We didn't plan anything for it.
Nothing. I don't know if that's cool or lame. The fact that we're like, oh, it's episode 300. Let's make it a normal episode. No guests. No like special topics. Nothing. We had essentially 300
Just
weeks.
The basics, how you like it.
At least
right?
300 weeks to plan for that, and we didn't do anything.
300 weeks.
But, hey.
Yeah, what I was saying, though, Kyle downloaded the cold weather skins.
I do think that's what's special about this episode. Kyle's wearing his hoodie, which he's representing the PV, baby.
The cold weather DLC pack here.
Yeah, this is... It's getting cold in Texas, so Kyle, he downloaded a new skin.
New PV, which I don't know if I showed that off last time.
I don't know. It looks damn good, though. I like it.
It's fucking sick, dude.
It's great.
It puts my mitts right where they belong, dude.
But yeah, no, it's PV hoodie, looks good. And he's got his Carhartt beanie. He's looking...
And I'm wearing shorts, too, so that's the cold weather. That's what people wear around here, I noticed. Cowboy boots and shorts.
See, to me, I always am apprehensive to wear boots with shorts. To me, I'm like, that seems the dumbest idea. Because I think all my shorts are basketball or athletic shorts.
Yeah.
I have one pair of Dickies, which I love them. I love them, goddammit. The long boys. Baggy as Dickie shorts.
Your ankle draggers.
Yeah. They're my homies' signature shorts. And I think I could probably pull off boots with those. Because I see, as I'm driving to work, I see...
more of a K-Swiss kind of thing.
As I'm driving to work, I see the boys out there. They're, tearing up the road, and the construction workers. I'm like, man, they're wearing a Carhartt pocket tee, which I wear. And then they're wearing Dickie shorts, which I have. And then they're wearing work boots. I'm like, I could...
Oh, lugs. They're wearing the yellow...
Yeah, more, construction, work boot, actual work boots. Whereas mine are heritage work boots, which,
Yeah.
I do work when I wear them. Hey, hello. I'm telling you. And I'm like, man, I could steal, construction guy valor. I could do it.
Yeah. Just get one of those vests, walk around, hard hat,
or I change
clipboard.
Instead of a black Carhartt pocket tee, I would get one of the high-vis yellow or green ones.
Yeah.
Ooh. Now we're talking. Dude, I just want to walk around there and just start
wander onto a construction site and tell people, what the fuck are you doing? We need you drilling over here. I told you to be on the west side of the building, needed those footers drilled.
Yeah, they're in
San Diego. They move a whole fucking crane over.
My neck of the woods, they're just tearing up the roads and adding more, I don't know, it's just like
asphalt,
plumbing or piping or whatever, water lines and shit like that. And I just see I was driving and there was just one guy filling up sandbags. He looked like he's just like, I fucking hate my life.
Yeah.
Because I was driving through a neighborhood slowly and I passed by and we both locked eyes. He had a shovel. He's just pulling it into a little hand shovel. He's pouring it into a sandbag. He looked at me like,
what the fuck you want?
The fuck you fuck, I'll do you. And I'm like, I'm sorry, miss. I mean, no trouble. Anyways, what are we talking about? Oh, Kyle looking sucking, fucking slick as hell.
Yeah, and this is a weather podcast. It's been cold.
Yeah,
that's it. It's cold.
It's cold out.
It's only the last day or two. It just dropped.
Yeah, but you got to change your drip for the weather.
Oh yeah, dude, you always gotta be in style.
Oh yeah, looking good, showing up proper.
People wear bright colors though. I think I'm the only one wearing all black walking around.
Yeah, because you're gothic.
Yeah, dude. Keep it classic, dude. You're Baroque.
Yeah, but you're still wearing Carhartts.
Yeah.
Camo cargo shorts.
Yeah, not like a Rob Zombie thing or anything. Just
listening to the Flatliners or something, some pop punk.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes I stand out because everyone's wearing red, blue, bright colored, clothes, and I'm like the only one not. I'm like,
you're an angsty teen.
Yeah. No, I just don't fit in.
Yeah.
This town's desolate, dude. This was just like the last one I lived in. I'm outgrowing it.
Yeah. Goldfish in a different fish bowl. You're outgrowing.
I'm in the wrong fish bowl.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing wrong. Black is like always the way to go. It matches everything. Anything, everything. Boom, go. I bought a new pair of sneakers, and I like them. But they're like pretty much like royal blue and orange.
What?
And they match when I'm wearing a black shirt, black jeans. They match. It's fine. Because people are like,
yeah,
good look. But if I were to wear like different colors, it'd be like, oh, could be too much. Oh, shit.
Yeah. So you went with old school Padres colors.
Chargers, more or less.
No, Chargers were gold.
Y'all playing like
blue and gold.
Chargers. Did I say royal blue and orange, right?
You said royal blue and orange.
Well, I guess it's more of a, kind of like your butterscotch pea base there. It's more of that color, I guess.
Okay.
Not orange, but kind of.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, it's yellow.
But yeah, those are my sneakers, which are very comfortable, but they didn't have them in black, so I'm like, okay. I kind of want to be like Batman. It's like, does it come in black? No. Best we can do is blue. Shit.
I love Batman when he did that one line. Oh, why not, you stupid bastard?
Why not, you stupid bastard? Anyways, so Kyle, I guess for us it's been maybe a couple weeks since we've done an episode.
Yeah.
Just with scheduling and everything. But Kyle, what's new in your world? What's shaking? What's grooving? What is good?
Besides I talked on. Was that?
Besides looking fly as hell.
Oh, fuck. Thanks, dude.
Can't help it.
Looking sick as hell in that shirt.
It's such a good hoodie. That was a good buy, for sure.
Yeah. Thanks. It's not. I'm not going to wear it to NAMM, though. I mean, totally blend right in, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be the PV guy at NAMM. So there's going to be 4 of them.
You should.
And we're all going to stop, do the Spider-Man in the middle of the... Oh.
Maybe for NAMM we should go and just all pick a brand and just get everything for that brand and just start walking around.
The Gibson Fender.
Yeah, wear all Fender shit. Fender fedora. A Fender shirt, Fender belt.
Damn.
And just be like, oh shit. And just go.
That'd be really expensive and no one would get it.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's still a good bit, but it would be like
whoever has the Fender boots. Sorry.
Yeah, you go to the Gibson booth and start playing your Gibson, but wearing all Fender shit.
Yeah,
it's good stuff. Anyways,
what's new with me? I talked about it on a Patreon episode, introduced it because it was brand new, the situation that was developing.
Yeah.
I guess adopted another kitten.
Yeah.
So basically she wandered into our lives here. We think, we're not really sure how she appeared, but little tiny baby, you know. We took her to the vet, so her name's Nova.
Mm-hmm.
Took her to the vet. She's healthy, doesn't have any from what the tests that they've done so far, doesn't have any like diseases or anything that's like life threatening.
Yeah.
So they went to check for worms, so they stick that thing up her ass, and which is unfortunate. It sucks. They did it for the other cats too.
Yeah.
The kitten, but she had no shit in there, so they couldn't find anything. She's like, all right. I'm like, that was great. That was for no reason then.
Thanks, man.
Awesome. She's like, can you bring her back and we'll do it again? I'm like, fuck. She's getting along with or at least tonight we've seen some progress. The other cats don't necessarily like her. Because she's a threat, I think, or either they think that the mom's gonna come back, or I don't know. I don't understand what the thing is.
It's probably because like they're used to their dynamic, which is like
yeah,
two
but
cats.
they act terrified of her, like they, like they are scared of a little tiny baby.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
I think she weighs like 1.5 pounds.
Mhm.
And at least before we started feeding her, I think she's getting to be a little chubber. But just tonight they were chasing each other around and playing. But Phoebe's still like, she's like raised her paw like she's gonna smack the shit out of her. I'm like, hey,
fucking deck you.
don't do it. I'm like, we're gonna have to probably cut their claws back because I'm sure she's gonna. I don't want her to scratch her up or you know. The two of them, Phoebe and Titan, they play rough every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
I find sometimes they got some scratches on them because they'll start like playing nice and then they'll start getting more rowdy and then they start to and they'll start to hiss at each other and I'm like, hey, you guys were having fun like 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, so I don't want that happening with the kitten. She's I think did I say 9 weeks? Yeah, so they think she's 9 weeks old.
Yeah.
Not sure if she was abandoned or if she was either abandoned by a human or if the mom just left her somewhere.
Yeah.
But glad we got her inside because it's freaking cold as hell outside.
Yeah.
So it's pretty fortunate that we were able to take her in.
Yeah.
She eats so much.
Yeah, well, that's good.
And she whines all the fucking time. The other cats, we would feed them, and they'd be like, oh, okay, that's all we're getting? All right, I'm going to go to bed. Whatever. This cat, like, eats and then goes, more, please. Starts whining.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, well, I guess at some point we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do. She's going to eat us at a house and home.
Yeah. So she's growing. So
yeah, she's tiny. She actually has, like, a belly now. Mm-hmm. Before she was pretty skinny.
Mm-hmm. So who knows how long she went without food. Yeah. Yeah,
it's true. And she's a very loving cat. Mm-hmm. She's very cute.
Mm-hmm.
She's awesome.
Good. Yeah. Yes, bringing in episode 300 with new addition to the McIntyre household there.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. We planned it all along.
Mm-hmm.
200, did we bring the cats in? No, that was...
I think 200 we did at my place here.
Yeah, your house.
And then we did it in person. And then 300, we got the new cat, which I'll post a picture.
Nice.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. She's so cute. Yeah, she's all white. Well, I would say all white. She has some
gray. Right.
Yeah, she has some texture, some color on her head and tail and other places, but pretty much all white. Long hair, which we don't have a long hair cat, so this will be fun.
Yeah. And just white. So because, again, your all black aesthetic that you got going on there, you're going to be covered in white hair.
Yeah. Well, the other cats, they have white hair. They have white patches, and it ends up still. Like, Titan's got some big splotches.
Oh, yeah. And then also it's like, but she's also long hair, so you're going to get
long hair, yeah. So I haven't really seen, I got put her on me and hold her, and I don't really see her hair coming off yet, but I'm sure it's going to happen. I did build... It's also part of my what's new.
It could also be for maybe, she's probably not shedding because it's gonna be winter, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that works when they're kittens, but
yeah, who knows? I'm just kind of making shit up too.
I have no idea. Yeah, I'm just making shit up. I did build like a redneck air filter type thing. Okay. So I got like a box fan, and then like 5 filters you'd put like the AC filters, which are like cardboard with wavy material. I put them all the way around it, so it intakes and blows through that. So hoping that, because we vacuumed the other day before, we vacuumed in the living room, which we hadn't done it in a while, and it was just full of hair. Like, it was pretty crazy. Just the amount. I wonder, like, what's the AC look like? It just intakes that shit all day.
How often do you vacuum?
I'd never vacuum.
Oh, so. Okay, pass.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna pass on that.
I think it's a monthly thing, but I think I'm gonna have to go a little more than that.
Yes, I do about every week, every Monday.
Really?
You vacuum in here, because that's when train comes over. So I'm like, okay, I get my bed folded up. Pack it away.
Dude, I ain't got to look good for anybody.
And then because the fact that I'm like, okay, it's not like for train, but also it's like, well, I have the floor all cleared. I'm like, let's get a little vacuum going on.
That makes sense. I mean, we cleared the floor to do stuff. We're like, yeah, let's vacuum. Because we have cat things all over the place, like trees and things for activities for them to jump around and pole dance on and stuff. So
yeah, I got a little cheapo, but it's all right. It's a Shark vacuum, but it has like the anti-tangle hair deal. I'm like, this is awesome. I remember back in the day when you would vacuum, you just have hair everywhere.
Oh yeah, you cut it out of there.
Yeah,
take it all apart.
You gotta cut it out.
You
take
had to be
it apart.
A fucking mechanic to get that thing out of there.
Yeah, and nowadays I'm like, man, tech, look where we've come, baby. Just anti-tangle hair shit or whatever. I'm like, it's perfect.
Yeah. How does that work?
I don't know, but it does. It's like, how do magnets work?
We have a Dyson.
Oh, those are probably better. Way better.
So it really did pick up a shitload of. We did 2 passes because it was just fucking. It filled up the canister, but
it was funny when a train came over. It was like, all right, smells good in here. What'd you do? Did you put a candle or something like that? And I'm like,
time.
I did my laundry. He's like, nice.
Thanks.
That's all you do to like.
He's like, for me, you didn't have to do that.
To have your place smell good is just clean.
Yeah.
What'd you do? My laundry.
Yeah. Threw the trash out.
It's like, ooh la la. You threw out the trash and did your laundry.
Yeah.
God
nasty chicken carcass you had in the fucking It doesn't smell. That's what it is.
That tiss. Oh my god.
That is the By the way, the reason I bring it up, is the fucking move.
What?
By the way, just go pick up a tiss on the way home.
Well, I got fucked in the ass by that today because I got one when I went to my grocery store here. I picked up a tiss and it sucked. It was dry as hell.
God damn it!
I got fucked.
Sorry,
and
normally
they're good. And you're right. That is a good way to go. Although they used to be $6, they're now $10. By the way.
Yeah, they're like $6 here.
Oh my god, we're screwed here.
They're cheap.
This
Yeah, dude, that's a fucking meal. I grabbed 2 of them the other day.
Oh god, because you just picked.
I didn't even have to fucking call my loan officer.
Yeah, you pick them apart like you're a vulture. I love that.
Yeah,
that's
and
the way
I used to. Oh yeah, that is the meal. It's like, oh, should I have this with something? No.
Sandwich time.
Just
you could even make.
Let me grab a fucking paper towel. It's gonna be messy.
Clean yourself up, or you just rip the fucking like an animal. You rip the thigh and leg off it. And you just eat it. And it's like throw those scraps.
I used to start. Yeah. I used to start with the chicken breast, and now I think I've become like a connoisseur. You start with the drumsticks.
Okay.
You have to take that little fucking rubber band off of them. Yeah. Like they were fucking hostages. Fucking hogtied. Sad. You look at that, you're like, man, that sucks. You just fucking go down it.
You forget it immediately.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't inhale that thing. Oh, so good. Yeah. Take the leg off. Just right off the fucking bone.
I guess we kept saying.
Then dig into the thigh.
We kept saying tiss.
Just jump to the other side.
We're talking about rotisserie chicken from.
Oh yeah, we should have started.
Your grocery store, your Costco, whatever. Just get yourself a tiss. That's my god.
It is so good.
That's a meal right there. And then
I talked about making food on the Patreon, but I used the remnants of this to throw into the chicken Alfredo I made.
Oh my god. Fucking kiss the chef. Kiss.
Yeah. Yes, this Alfredo sauce is out of a jar. But it was fucking delicious. I got Rouse, RAO or whatever. Throw it in the pan, heat it up, throw the chicken in so it absorbs all that shit. Take the noodles, throw them in there after you're done. Whip them around. God damn, dude.
Yeah. You and the missus.
Yeah, I repurposed that rotisserie chicken because I still had like a chicken breast left on.
You and the missus. And she's all like, is this Valentine's Day? What the fuck? My man, let him cook. Let him cook.
Just singing in the kitchen.
You pour a couple Hawaiian punches and flutes, and you're like, baby.
Hawaiian punch with some soda stream water in it. Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah, dude.
You want some bubbly tonight?
She's like, that's my man.
Yeah,
that's mine.
Lights him. Turn down the light on the ceiling fan in the living room.
Then turn on some fucking, was it NYPD or Blue or whatever you're watching?
Oh yeah, that's definitely what we watched too.
This is NYPD what we're watching tonight.
Oh, that's, dude, the intro for that show is so good.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah. And the synth comes in.
See, I mean, we all know you're romantic. You're hopeless romantic.
Dude, yeah. Yeah, dude. No dining table in the house. Sit on the sofa.
Fuck that. Yeah.
You know?
Of course.
Fucking pig out.
And you're just like, hell yeah. Here we go. Episode.
Oh, man.
We're rolling on to the next episode.
And I'm like, man, I made
free.
This.
Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, season 3. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
It's a good show. Anyway, so rotisserie chicken. We're way off topic here. Actually, I'm still on my what's new.
Okay. So I think I kind of fucked up because I got one and I pulled one out when, there was somebody from the deli putting new ones out. But I already grabbed one and I was putting it in my cart. I'm like, I'm kind of a thing of
circled. Just circle back around, dude.
I should have, because I'm like, I think I could have got a fresh one. I didn't even think about it until I got home. I'm like, you realize in your day where you fucked up. That was me today.
Yeah,
that was the biggest thing I fucked up in my life today. It's not even that big a deal. I should have got a fresh tis. So really, I mean, I'm honestly like, I'm knocking my tis today, but I fucked up. It was me. I'm the one at fault.
It's all right, man. You can't hurt. You can't go down on yourself.
Yeah, there's always tomorrow. I just go back, and I'm like, all right. I mark the time, 12:30. That's when they're putting out the new tis. So I quit my job just so I can go pick up a rotisserie chicken.
It is such a good. Oh man.
Well, yeah, you eat.
I think $10 are probably so worth it.
Yeah, no, because you pick. That's a meal. That's 2 meals. Because you pick the thing apart, you eat the chicken that you need, and you're full. And then you're like, okay, now I still have like a couple chicken breasts, or at least one.
Yeah, man, I wish you could have a rotisserie like in your own house.
You probably could.
That's a goal.
You
just have like restaurant equipment like in your garage.
Oh, it'd be great. It would be to have fucking like like a gyro lamb just spinning.
How much you want?
You cut the gyro off, and you just have gyros for the whole squad. I'm just going all day.
What is it? What do they call that thing? They use the same thing for El Pastor meat too. When you get an Al Pastor taco, they're always cutting that shit down. You're like, ooh, the juiciest shit. It's just cooking all day on that thing.
Yeah, there was a fucking listening to a podcast. They're talking about there's like Spanish ham. This is not the same at all, but I was like really intrigued. So there's artisanal.
It's like the really old ham.
Yeah, it's the one that's like Iberico.
Yeah,
ham that is supposedly really good. Supposedly really good. I said supposedly. And I'm like, but it's also like the way you have to eat it and cut it in a certain way. It's like super thinly sliced, and also like there's like preserved and rancid fat, so you can't eat that fat. You need to, yeah. And I'm like, that sounds like a chore, but also kind of cool.
No.
It was on Chubby Behemoth. Sam got one for his Christmas, and he's like, it just took him like over a month to eat it, and then eventually his wife threw it away. He's like, no.
They're called vertical broilers, by the way. That's
what
you need to get. Yeah, you need it. There's if you're, you have a space in your garage, you need to get
You're gonna
a
burn that garage
rotisserie
down.
oven.
No. Yes.
Rotisserie oven. You could do like 30 chickens at a time. Okay. For the whole neighborhood. Selling out of your garage.
Yeah.
They see you come home from work and they're like, oh shit, you got a line outside.
Everybody's just like, I'm ready for that tisk.
Yeah, you get the Euro machine.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Dripping. That thing's dripping.
Yeah.
That's the fire right there. Oh,
yeah.
Dude, you could put chicken on that thing too.
Mm.
That's fucking Christ.
I do like the idea too, and for you, because you have, you probably have the space. You get a smoker.
Yeah.
I know Co's got one, and he loves smoking that meat. I think that's kind of you. You're Texas, dude.
Yeah. I should get one. I think we have plans to redo our back porch before we start getting nice things.
Uh-huh.
Because when it rains, it when it rains, it pours. It sounds like I was about to say that. It comes in between like the awning and the house.
Like nod of like,
because when it rains, it pours.
And I'm like, of course it does. Nice. Mm-hmm.
You just clap your hands and
this is nodding
when
along.
it rains, yeah.
You better
it
believe
is what
it, pal.
it is.
You better believe it, buddy. Yeah.
Anyways, I did get it's behind me. I'm not going to grab it, but I got a string swing setup. I know I think you've talked about string swing, and I look at the prices, and I was scoffing. I was like, God.
Yeah, because
they're expensive.
Yeah, okay. And I've talked about a certain string swing setup where it's basically like turning your room into a guitar store setup. Because you can, have a lot more guitars.
Yeah.
I had mentioned YouTubers like...
You have to be rude to anyone who walks in the room, too. You have to sell the whole thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, do you have a tuner? No, we don't have tuners. You have to buy one if you want to use it on a guitar that we're trying to sell.
Yeah, can I do a hard pull on your credit, pal?
Yeah.
You can have this tuner if I can do a hard pull on your credit and run this card. And
fuck it.
It's gonna if you don't get approved, it's gonna fuck up your credit.
Fuck up your life.
It's gonna fuck up your credit by 60 points.
Damn.
But anyways, so and I was like, okay, because it's you can house more guitars on your wall with the certain one that you got.
Yeah.
Which I was like, oh, that seems like a cool idea. But you also said that sounds like it sucks.
Yeah.
But instead you got more guitars and you're like, that sounds kind of cool.
That's my solution. I'm fucking drowning.
Yeah, well, because there's YouTubers, I had mentioned Agufish and Phil McKnight, which is shout out Phil McKnight. He started following us on Instagram. What up?
Shout out to the shouties.
Humble brag, 300 episodes. Phil McKnight notices us. I saw that the other day. I'm like, why is he following us? I'm like, cool though. I guess I'll follow him back. But he had it in his setup, and same with Agufish, and then I think Ryan from 60 Cycle had the same string swing setup, where it's like Matrix style guitars in your background, because you can fit so much more.
Matrix.
Well, yeah. Show me guitars.
Can I get a gun? Can I get an axe?
Can I get a guitar with 6 strings? Out of tune. Here you go.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Cool. So all of them.
Yeah. Every single one at Guitar Center. Out of tune.
Yeah.
Can I get a tuner? The Matrix says no guitar tuner. You get none. It's tuned by ear, pal. Anyways, so it's a cool setup. I've seen like multiple YouTubers have them, and it does give you the space you need to put tons of guitars on the wall, which is kind of what you're running into. You got guitars on the ground. You get to guitars that you're sitting on like a
like a hen,
like a hen with eggs. Yeah, it's like you got too I was gonna say too many guitars. Hey, sorry. You got a lot of guitars, so you want to house them on the wall, which is great because you can just grab and go and start playing. I do like that for you. Get those string swings on the wall, get those guitars up there. You know?
Yeah.
I think you need 2 layers, right? So you're gonna do 2.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna
do. Across the wall, boom, another one on the bottom. Just do basses and guitars. Or you're gonna kind of do what you do now. If you're listener, but the viewers can see Kyle's kind of doing guitar, bass, guitar, bass, guitar, bass, and alternating.
Because they seem to fit at least some of the shapes together. Yeah, your strats. Yeah, they mesh pretty well.
So,
but yeah, I'll probably do guitars on one rack and then basses on another rack.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think that's what we'll change up on this. I'll do guitars up high,
and then
close to the ceiling.
Basses down low.
Yeah, low.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's it's a 10. No, I think it's a 8-foot ceiling in here. It should be fine to do that. But I didn't. Okay, so I was searching for these things on their website.
Yeah,
and they're on sale. The one that I wanted was on sale still.
Yeah,
but it's still $280. I'm like, I'm looking a little, I wanna, I wanted to try it out first. You know what I'm saying? I want to.
You give them the old
jump
Tim
straight
Allen.
into it. So, I did find some on eBay.
Yeah.
And I had already bought them, and you're like, wait, be careful. Sometimes they're, there's counterfeit ones. I'm like, yeah, I've dealt with counterfeit bullshit before, it sucks.
I know these roads. Yeah.
Yeah. Which they're actually legit string swing.
Okay.
And I think even the backing plate, which I don't really care about that as long as it's strong, you know, which it is. It's like an aluminum plate. I think that one is also string swing. I'm comparing it to what is in the pictures here that, I'm just looking on their website. But I was able to score a used one, which, has some scratches on the backing plate, which I do not fucking care.
Yeah.
Used. This is what I like about the used market is that guy, whoever it was, either it's from a guitar store, no idea, or someone's given up on,
or somebody moved.
You given up on music?
Somebody moved, and he's like, "Oh, I probably don't need this in my new place."
Or it's like, or I'm in a rental now and I can't.
Yeah, I should sell more of my guitars, or I'm just gonna put them in a storage unit or something like that.
Yeah, or they sold 5 guitars and shit, I can get rid of this whole rack now. So, anyways, I got it for $80.
Not bad.
So a $5 rack for $80.
Okay.
And so I'm like, all right, that's pretty good. Came with all the hardware.
You're like, okay.
So I'm
you get a
pretty stoked on that.
And then you're like, okay, what else you got? Did you get another one?
No, well, I'm gonna try one for now. I think there's another one also up for $80. We'll see. I probably should buy that before someone, so I have a set of scratched up shit.
Yeah.
So it looks like, oh man, this has been here forever.
Touch it up.
Yeah.
Not bad.
But just paint it. Yeah, it's not a big deal. It's really not that bad actually.
Yeah. No, and I think it'll look a lot cleaner. You get more guitars on the wall because I'm sure that having them leaning all over the place is the best or your preferred method. And then also,
it's not.
Probably could leave some room for some more guitars, probably.
I know. So
you're like,
shut up.
God, no.
It's out.
Yeah. The
gig is up. So the gig is up. So got a string swing. We'll hang that up. I'm doing some. I want to get the pedals organized. I want to get that organized. I want to get some different lighting in here.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
Yeah. Revamp of the Kyle studio, the Jerk Lounge.
Yeah.
Central.
Central. Texas. No, I think of a better name than that.
Jerk TX.
What?
Jerk TX. Is that a Phoenix TX?
Yeah, there you go.
Jerk and TX.
What? Have you seen that where like you're scrolling through a neighborhood and someone has like their business address on Google is their house or whatever? I should do that. Jerkin TX.
We should make a logo that looks like Phoenix TX, but it's Jerkin TX.
Jerk.
And just get sued. It was like, I get a cease and desist. I'm like, I cease and desist you. You're not even the same band.
Yeah. You're the imposter, not me.
Yeah. I'm just as much Phoenix DX as you are.
All right, one more what's new, and then we can go to see what you've been up to.
Yeah.
But I did today. I've been playing video games and making music and stuff and all that stuff. But I saw someone playing this game called it's called Battle Bit Remastered, and it's it is like this sounds silly, but it's Minecraft graphics. Okay. But it is a great first-person shooter game.
Okay.
And it's just, I think because and it's only 2 gigs of, the game is only 2 gigs. These other games that you download, like these AAA titles,
100.
are like 120 gigs sometimes. They're so,
That's more
you
than
buy
my
the game.
Computer can hold.
Yeah, more than some people's computers. Yours. So, anyways, I had a drive that was almost filled up, but I still had 4 gigs on it. I'm like, oh shit, I can put this right on here. So put it on there. It is awesome. It's it doesn't bother me because people try for the best graphics and shit, but this is what is really cool about this is it's 127 people or 128 people against 128 people. It's this huge battle.
Is it
it's just
the graphics are they're that way on purpose? Is the gameplay good?
The gameplay is amazing. Good. Yeah, so here's one. So one thing, my controller doesn't work with it, which I didn't realize. But so I'm actually playing with mouse and keyboard, trying to do that and trying to do that again, which I am basically just forcing myself to do it, and I'm doing all right with it. Been doing the sniper rifle, and so normally in games, a lot of things are automated for you. So you shoot, right, and then your character automatically manipulates the bolt and puts the new round in, and then you can shoot again. This guy, you shoot, and that's you have to manipulate. You have to load the next round, and then you have to fire. You have to reload. But let's say you reload with 2 more. Let's say you have rounds in your magazine. Those rounds will usually it consolidates everything in all these other games. So you left 2 rounds in, that magazine will still have 2 rounds in it.
Yeah.
It doesn't put it into the new magazine or leave it in the gun. It does everything very realistically. In real life, if I was done with, I shoot a couple rounds and then I reload, this still has bullets in it, and then I put this one in fresh rounds in, but then, this still has bullets. It's I don't know so they're still there. They don't consolidate. In other games, it goes, oh, you've reloaded. Well, the 3 that were in here, they'll go into this at some point. So it's weird.
Yeah,
and it's tough. Another thing is you get shot, you have to bandage yourself.
Oh,
it's
shit.
It's a lot more.
What's it called again?
Yeah, it's called Battle Bit Remastered, and it was only, I think it's 3 or 4 developers made this. It doesn't take much.
I think there was another game that I heard about on Tastes.
It's like Roblox, right?
I guess
that's what
they talked about. It's not it's like a shooter game, but also it's more of a battle, real life simulator, to where it's it's more realistic. All the things that you do.
Yeah,
it's
it Arma.
Maybe it's that where people
Arma. That just got re-released. I think it's Arma 3,
where they
Arma 2 or Arma 3.
They play it and it's oh, this game it sucks. What the fuck? I was gonna shoot a rocket launcher at that guy. I'm like, yeah, but in real life you can't just shoot one off in a room the size of your bedroom.
Yeah, because you will die.
Or it's
the actual back blast will kill you.
Or it takes so long to shoot that.
Yeah.
You can't just shoot it and go. It's no, you have to set it up as and it's but they make the game more realistic, and people who have a hard time playing that, coming from Call of Duty or Battlefield or something like that, they're oh, this game sucks. I'm well, I mean, it doesn't suck. It's just different because it's realistic.
Yeah. Well, there's another one. Maybe this is what they're talking about. It's called Tarkov.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Tarkov is crazy. It is very realistic, and like your gun like in real life, guns like I can't take this SIG magazine and put it in a Glock. It won't work, right? And that's how they are in the game. So you're looking for ammo or something, and you pick up a SIG Glock, and it won't fit in. Sorry, a SIG magazine. It won't fit inside the Glock magazine.
Yeah.
And so you have to take the ammo out and put it in the Glock magazine, and then then it'll work for you.
Yeah.
And they, it's crazy. Like you can't just. There's no screen. Also, there's no HUD.
Yeah.
Right. So you don't know if the person ahead of you is your friend or not. That's why you have to be really. You have to communicate, and to check if you have a round in the chamber.
Yeah,
you have to pull the gun and look at it. It's crazy.
Yeah, they were talking about that. Yeah, I think it was like Dom and Scoop were talking about it. It's like, oh, that game's hard. It's like, well, it is, but it's hard for some cool reasons because it's more realistic. It's like
that is and what's cool about this game is it's all proximity chat.
Yeah,
and so you can, if you're getting close to the enemy line, with this Roblox, it's not Roblox, BattleBit. Yeah. You can hear the other people talking and like, oh shit, they're coming on the right side. Oh, okay, so you actually hear what's going on. Yeah, and your team's talking too. So it's like it's all proximity, and I had watched Operator Drewski, which is a guy on YouTube.
Yeah,
shout out. He does reviews of games and stuff, but he was talking about this game. He's like, this is one of the best like communities that he's ever played with because everyone's like super stoked to play. It's like not as toxic as Xbox games are, because like the barrier to entry for Xbox and PlayStation is whatever your mom buys you, and if she's working or she's gone or mom and dad aren't there, you use whatever language you want, and that sets like the mood for some of these games is people screaming, shouting whatever. Yeah, like earlier I got picked up. I saw, so there's a guy flying around with a helicopter and he flew in and there's a rope hanging. I'm like, fuck this. I don't know. I just grabbed it and he flies off. I climb up the rope to the top of the helicopter and he's playing like music. He's playing almost, like Fortunate Son almost, that kind of like, some folks homemade. So you're like flying into battle. He's flying to drop you off. Yeah. And that's his job. Like that. He could fly around and just shoot people, but he's flying in and picking up people and then supporting the front line. He's doing what a helicopter what they did in like Vietnam. It's pretty funny. I was like, what the fuck? This is sick.
So when you play, do you use your SM7 and your headphone setup and everything that you got?
I was a little nervous to talk at first because I'm trying to like, okay, I'm like, I shoot the bullet and then I'm like, fuck, I gotta manipulate put the next round in, so like I was really not talkative. So at a certain point I just moved it out of the way. Yeah, I did have this set up and I was talking to someone initially and then I was like super pissed off because I was like, oh, I kept hitting reload. So I was doing that thing where I would shoot like 2 rounds and then reload, and then I would have a magazine that still had bullets in it that I had to select, and then you put that one in again, and then now instead of having a full magazine, now I only have 7 or whatever. It was like it's really I was just. It sounds complicated, but it's not once you figure it out.
I was wondering if like people are like, oh, your setup's really clear. We can hear. What you're saying. Stuff like that. Whereas I'm like, I think we talked about it. It was like one time, like, or you maybe have gone on like work calls or Zoom meetings and stuff like that.
And people are like, what? Who's that? Why are you talking?
I was on one recently for that inventory meeting that I did. They're like, oh, let's meet the team, stuff like that. And so I'm like, oh shit. Oh, I was at home. I'm like, well, I can just do it from home. It's fine. And so I I did it and had my setup, and then I had with I have a nice camera. It's not the fucking best. It's a 6400 Sony, so it's like $600 camera, and then it's HD and all that shit. And I'm like, oh, and then I have my SM7 here, and so I meet up on the kind of Google Hangouts or whatever it is, and then like I click clock in or click in or whatever. And they're like, wow, we got Brian. Are you like in a radio studio or something like that? And I'm like, oh, this is just my bedroom studio here that I have.
Yeah, this is Brian calling you from WBNT.
And everybody's just calling in from their phones or, some
it sounds like
shit webcam. And I'm like, and they're like, wow, you're really clear. And I'm like, yeah, well, I mean, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like, at least with this stuff, I'm like, hey, this is, hey.
I invested when this is what I thought my life was going to be existing sitting in this chair.
Well, no, I mean, it's also, too, it's like when people say, like, oh, I had people, like, asking about our recording setup, how we do it. I'm like, oh, well, Kyle has his webcam. He's got a nice recording microphone.
A shitty webcam.
Yeah, lighting is good. We both have like our face panels or whatever, the light rings.
We have our OnlyFans lights.
Yeah, which I'm like, okay, it lights us, and then I mean, we both have like I said, SM7s, and I match it all up, and people are like, wow, it sounds really like you guys are in the same room. And I'm like, well, thanks. And then people are like, do you guys have professional? And I had another person asking about like how because I think they were trying to start a podcast. I'm like, do you guys have professional recording equipment? I'm like, yeah, actually, yeah, no, yeah. Because I think
it's not like the top of the line, but it's all right.
I think of like pro podcasters, like for a while it was Matt and Shane. They were using like just some Zoom recorder with SM58s, and they're talking into it, and they're at early episodes they were like peaking and blasting it out. I'm like, that they were professional podcasters. Matt and Shane make a lot of money, and they still use SM58s. And like, that's professional. They're professional. I'm like, we have better equipment than they do. Does it matter? No. It's just kind of like, okay, get decent sound, and sometimes like people have recorded podcasts on their phone or laptop. I think it's like if you have good whatever banter back and forth, whatever. Not to say that, but it's just kind of funny. It's like people think, I'm like, yeah. I think
it's about the conversation, really. I mean, and if I guess hearing it is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you hear a podcast that's really annoying how it sounds, but
yeah.
I listen to a podcast where it's like sometimes it's filmed differently because one of the guys travels a lot, and so he's recording on different things, different rooms. So every once in a while it sounds different. I'm like, that's fine. I don't really care.
Yeah. And I think of like, oh, how we record. We got it kind of dialed in here. I think eventually I want to move to a better thing than Zoom. It's just going to cost 3 times as much. But it will be better quality for the video. But as far as audio experience, I think we're pretty good. Because you and I are both hearing each other fine through Zoom. And then I get our good audio that we both capture and put it together. Anyway, it was just kind of fun to say, people are like, wow, it sounds like you guys are in the same room. What are you using? I'm like, well, it's like, well, just using whatever mic. What kind of mics do you use? I'm like, well, Kyle and I both use $400 mics. If I'm being honest, we both use the SM7B. I'm like, wow, do you need that? You don't. Like, yeah, but you guys sound good. I'm like, well, that's what we use. I'm not going to lie to you. That's what we use. We use the fucking $400 mics.
Yeah. And what about that new one? The new.
That sounds great, but I'm like, I don't need it because we already have what we need. The thing is, I have a second SM7B that's in your closet somewhere that I got to get. I got to make
it's in there.
Yeah, I got to go make my way out to Texas to pick up my tech deck. And I
think Johnny might be out here soon. I can send it with him.
I guess,
but could just be like an incentive.
Yeah, I mean, I do.
Get out here, you fucking asshole,
you piece of shit. But yeah. So, anyways,
yeah, that's my what's new.
Episode 300, we're gonna be a long one, okay? Because I got a good what's new too.
This is how special it is.
What is it? Yeah, 300. We're running long.
Yeah. You asked for it. We're giving it to you. Yeah, that's my what's new. What do you got?
Let's see. I played a house party the other day. Halloween house party. Oh, spooky.
Did you go as a cat?
Spooky vibes. We did not dress up this year because we played the same house party last year. We dressed up as the Mario Brothers theme.
Yeah.
And nobody else dressed up. So
we
felt like a a couple of goobers, a bunch of goobers, 3 goobers.
I'm a goofy goober, yeah.
And so we're like, okay. And then the fact that like, Brian and Adam and he's like, okay, collectively as a band, we spent over $100 on these costumes.
Yeah.
Nobody
we looked sick.
But I mean, nobody cared. It wasn't like nobody else dressed up. So we're like, okay, this year we were just like, fuck it, let's not dress up. Let's just focus on playing well and coming correct.
Yeah.
And we were the only band that didn't dress up. We were the few people.
You should have brought it. Damn, you should have brought it.
We were the few people that didn't dress up. I'm like, of course. Now we're the ones who didn't dress up. Whatever.
Damn.
But
that's pretty funny.
It was fun. So there was more. It was at least double the amount of people this year, and there was a good amount last year. And then it's like, oh shit, this backyard is gonna get the cops called, and they did come later in the night, but not for when we played, because it was just like, oh, a lot of people, a lot of noise complaints, because some punk bands they just love being loud, which we'll get to in a second here. But yeah, so there was 4 bands, and our boy BJ Gisbera, he closed it out. Acoustic, little sultry tunes at the end there.
Where was this at?
In South Park. So there's I don't. You remember Josh from Himmelberg's?
Yeah.
So this is, I guess, for San Diego people. He lives in South Park, and he essentially takes like over half his house, and he makes it into like a haunted house for people in the neighborhood, and like anybody in San Diego can come up and just kind of go through the haunted house. He blocks it off and gets it all going, and it has like a bunch of crazy shit going on. And his backyard and side yard, you go through and you're like the haunted trail kind of deal. So it's a South Park haunted house, I think is what his Instagram handle is. So he does that all October. He really does it up, And so the neighborhood, everybody comes in, and because he does that for the neighborhood and the kids and the families and stuff like that, they're like, hey, Saturday before Halloween, I'm going to have a party. Going to have bands. We're going to, have some food. You're invited, but are you cool with me having some noise? And they're like, go for it. Because you do it for the community, have some noise, have some fun. And so...
but not too much fun.
Yeah. And he's got a skate ramp back there, so people are skateboarding while bands are going. It's fun. It's pretty cool. And so like the fact that I'm like, oh, he's got basically like half the, his house dedicated to like the community. They're all for it. I'm like, have all the noise you want and have some fun.
Yeah, that's cool.
Alcohol, whatever you got back there, have some fun. And so it's cool. So, but we were, one of the bands last year. We got invited back. It's fun. Last year, it's definitely fun this year too. So, first band, you may have met him, but Will Lopez, he was on the show. I think when you moved to Texas, he filled in for an episode, kind of checking him out. He's a session guitar player, musician in San Diego. He's like, kind of like, I'm 6 days a week playing music and getting, doing gigs. I mean, it's like, cool. He was filling in bass, or he's playing bass for a band last autumn. So it's kind of cool, a little different from him than the guitar gig. But he's like, oh, I'm playing bass. It's fun.
Sounds like an emo band.
Yeah, no, they were kind of like, punk, some emo, pop punk stuff, 3-piece. But like while we were setting up, he was part of the opening band. It was like, bass was fine. We're doing, they're doing the sound check, kind of get levels and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, bass gone, cut out. Just not working. You're like, okay, cool. Okay, what could it be? Is it a power shortage or something like that? Because it's a backyard deal.
Dang.
Like we're like, well, maybe it's, and Brian and I were like, maybe it's the cable. He's like, no way, it's the cable. It just was working. We're all of us are like, cables just don't go out. And we're like, well, maybe. And I'm like, well, I had my cable, my Mogami cable, $80 cable. At the ready. I'm like, here, try some of this. And he plugged it in. He's like, okay, that was it. He's like, wow. Like, he looked at it. It was like, can't a cable make a bass? a cable make a like amp louder? It's like, this sounds so much louder than my other cable. And I looked at it, I'm like,
well, it's probably down to the last fiber.
yeah.
The last copper strand.
Mm-hmm. So he had one of those Guitar Center brand cables. So I'm like,
yeah,
hey, get that replaced. Send it back or take it to Guitar Center. They'll replace it for you. But I'm like, Mogami. I'm like, not a bad buy. Okay. Talking to you, Kevin. I know you were like on my ass about buying a new cable.
yeah.
What's the deal with the guitars? Buying new cables. I'm like, well, this Mogami cable, save the day for a wheel. And also, I guess it's louder. How does that work? Can a cable be
no
pass signal but be louder? Well, anyways,
I think the other one was just probably down to its last like connection.
Mm-hmm.
And so
anyways, I'm like,
probably
but a double
probably
right,
nothing making its way through that cable.
Yeah, double right Mogami cable. I'm like, I don't regret it. $80, still don't regret it, because it just works for all my bases, all my gear. So
yeah, that's right, Kevin. God damn it,
hey, Kevin,
do it well.
I love you, baby.
And then you insult him.
But God,
I love you, baby, but you got some bad opinions.
I know you hate my decisions, but God damn it, we love you.
Yeah, we still love you.
So then we played. It's like we were the second band. I'm like, okay, we went basically kind of similar setup to last year. We went in-ears. So I went direct bass. Adam actually brought his amp, but low volume. And what we've been doing at practice, like he brings his Fender. No, completely wrong. Mesa
50
F50,
yeah.
1x12 combo. It's his. He's like, this is my sound, and it's great. It sounds awesome. You can't deny it. It's perfectly.
It's a fucking riot.
Yeah.
You can't deny it.
Yeah, perfectly fitting for just in case. And then he also had his Strat that he brought to local shop here, Repair Zone in San Diego. Had it, kind of like do the works and put this new pickup in. He got 59, TB. So the Trembucker.
Yeah.
Seymour Duncan 59. Nothing wrong with a 59. It's great. Kind of like a little bit of a, I don't know, old school sound, a little, cleaner kind of deal. It's
a little bit country, a little bit rock and roll.
Yeah. So it's a great pickup, and for what Adam's going for, he's not super high gain. It's not like it's like he's got he wants the chunk, the kind of chunkiness, and he's
a chunk chaser.
Yeah, he's a chunky chaser. He's and especially for other projects that he's doing, he's like, oh, I want something that's like gonna be able to blend with my single coils and stuff like that. Fun, crazy Strat stuff. And yeah, so he put that in. I'm like, that sounds great. So, and then he always brings a 609, Sennheiser. Just
nice.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna mic that, put that through the PA. And then we're also going to do in-ears. So we had kick drum, snare mic, and overhead. And then I went direct with my bass. So we all had in-ear mixes. Because I'm like, a shitty thing about playing outside is like, can't hear jack shit, right?
Yeah.
And especially when there's no monitors, you can't hear jack shit. So we're like, okay, we knew last year that having an in-ear mix is good. So now we're doing this. I'm like, okay, cool. So we got it all dialed in, and then we could hear our. Ooh, knocked it over. My mic here.
Chill out, dude.
I could hear our, mix in the in-ears. We sounded all, great, awesome. So now we asked, the people in the backyard at the party. We got the cops coming over already. So we asked the crowd, I'm like, hey, how does it, we're going to run through a chorus. What do you think? And so we did it, and they're like, all right, that sounds great. Let's get it started. I don't know if they weren't paying attention or what, or they just want
started.
Let's get
it here.
Or they were just like,
but they were probably singing the original one.
Yeah, that's probably what they were doing because they did. they just were like, hey, get it going. Let's move it along, folks. And I'm like, okay. So we started playing, and in the in-ears, we sounded sick. So fucking good. But through the mains, a little different story.
Oh,
so
God.
We're going to get there in a second. So, the artist storytelling
fucking liars, dude.
We,
sorry.
opened the set purposefully with a brand new song that we've been working on. We've been crafting it in the lab with a pen and a pad, trying to get the damn label off, you know? And we're like debuting it at this party. Because I'm like, this song that we're working on is like, this is a perfect opener. Because it starts off with like, big chords and like the big drums, big guitars, all at the beginning, and then it goes into you're like, you know, drums going, you know, like we're like, oh my god, it's a build up, oh shit, we're all like, this is perfect, this is a perfect opener song like to our set, we've needed this for years. And we finally had it, and it's like, cool. And we're playing it, and then people are like, they're vibing to it, and they're like, oh, this is good. And then our buddy Will, he's like, he goes to me, and he points to my bass. He's like, can't hear shit. He's like, zero, nothing, nada, nothing for your bass. I'm like, what the fuck? Do you need the bass up?
You suck.
Yeah, I'm like, do you need the bass up? He's like, we need the bass at all.
We need it here.
So we played the first song, and in my head, we crushed it. But nobody could hear the bass. So everything went through the PA except my bass.
You know, I do like wireless for that exact reason.
Uh-huh.
You know, you could play and walk around and go, okay, I can hear it over here. You know, it is a douchebag thing to do at a show, you know?
Very, very.
You're like, I don't trust the sound guy. So you're walking around, that's good.
Yeah.
But when you don't have a sound guy, you can play and stand in the back, actually.
Yeah, where people are.
Yeah.
I want to be where the people are. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, god damn it. So there was like a switch where it went to auxiliary only and not through the mains. For just my channel. And Will ran over. He's like, here's the problem. Click. And he clicked on my bass, and we added it back to the mix. And the rest of the set was
history.
Was great. People were like, we heard the bass. It sounded awesome. You guys are good. You know, Adam's amp wasn't too loud, just enough to get picked up on the Sennheiser and going through the PA.
Nice.
And, well, I mean, first song sucked, but after that we got it, you know, got it cooking, right?
Yeah.
And we were at a good level to where even Brian's wife brought the little kiddos, you know, out. So it was nice. He brought a daughter and a little boy out to see us, and it's like, oh, it's kind of first time seeing Dad play drums and music.
Wow.
And it was fun because they were like, had their little like cans on, so little like to protect their ears. And even the boy, he was a little baby Yoda, but he still put the ears over his to protect for ear protection. And he was just like, just watching us like, he's like, I'm a little blob, you know. It's like, I'm a baby basically.
I'm existing. Yeah,
I'm the
this
baby.
Is pretty sick.
Gotta love me. And the girl, she's like, oh, this is fun. And we weren't too loud because our whole thing is like, I think we're getting old. You don't want to like blow people's heads off. You just want to sound good, right?
Yeah.
And Brian's not, he's a fast drummer. He's very fast, but he's not a heavy drummer. He's like, I'm not trying to break my fucking cymbals, not trying to break my fucking drums because I like them. I just want to play well. And so he's playing dynamically, whatever. And we're playing to the band. And so like, it was fun because like his family was there to watch us. And they were like, cool.
Nice.
The next band they didn't do in-ears. They didn't want anything mic'd. They didn't give a shit. They were just loud amps.
Yeah.
And boy, oh boy. They were loud as hell. The Marshall HDFX or MG 100s or whatever the hell they're called, the solid state Marshalls, they are fine amps, and they may not be the best sounding amps.
Why are you lying right now?
They're fine. Okay.
They're fine amp.
They're fine. They're okay, right?
Twisting your mustache.
One thing that they do well is be fucking loud. Through a 412, they can be loud and really
yeah, like can of bee noise, like angry wasps.
Oh yeah, they do that. I think
you show that metal zone.
No, especially when the that's just the sound, I guess. But I'm like, they if there was a blue ribbon for a can of bee noise, they would win it.
That's the one.
That's a good pick.
Yeah.
At the state fair, they win. But Jesus Christ, that band was so loud, and I was like noticing, like, oh, like his and Brian's family were after our show or our set or whatever, we're talking, hanging out, and as soon as that band starts, the boy and girl start just like the boy starts crying. He's like, geez, even with headphone ear covers, he's like, it's so loud.
Yeah.
And so I got up to a point, I'm like, all right, let's get him some candy. And then she's like, his wife is like, all right, I think we're going to go home. And Brian's like, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a head start on the nightmares. Yeah, go for it.
And even like the darker it got, the more like scarier the haunted house and stuff like that would have been for the kids.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, yeah, it's probably a good idea. It's like, yeah, this giant spider that just launches at you. Yeah, my kid would have shit herself. So it probably was good that the sound and the bands got louder and louder. It's like, yeah, I guess it's time to go home. All right, cool, bye. But it was just like something with like, I don't know, that because I don't know if it's just that we've done it before or that we want the sound to be enjoyable to people. If you don't have earplugs, you can still enjoy just in case.
Yeah. We're
an old man punk band. We're dads playing music, punk music. We got the gray hairs. I got the fucking orthopedic shoes that I'm wearing on stage. I'm like, yeah, we just wanted to just have fun, but not too loud. Okay. Okay.
You're just too darn loud.
Too darn loud. But yeah, other than that, my whole fuck up on the first song, which was supposed to be the fucking banger that was going to win the whole crowd over.
That's how it happens sometimes. You're like, this is fucking sick. We recorded, or whatever. We've been jamming this one. It's ready. And then you play it, and then you're like, fuck, the sound was bad.
Well, and then the thing is,
no one thought it was cool.
In our ears, we crushed it. But to the crowd, same performance, no bass.
Yeah.
They got the Metallica mix. I'm like, God damn it. But yeah, so that was fun. Doing that. And then I guess to go on more about my love of Music Nomad. Great products. I set up my Equitz guitar and my Les Paul Jr. So my pink Les Paul Jr. here. I set that up. The Equitz, I set it up just to the same tuning and stuff like that and strings that I have been playing. So I kept it in E flat, half step down, and 10 to 52, which I've been playing for a while. I'm like, let's keep it at that. And let me just kind of just actually set this thing up properly of how I play. And using that Music Nomad kit, fuck, buy it, folks. Just get that thing or something comparable. I guess Music Nomad, I can say it is super easy to follow. It's great tools. You have them all there, and the guitars are set up so much better. Just doing that.
We're pursuing a sponsorship from them. Actually,
I mean, I'll do that if they give me more.
Check it out.
And that F1 oil is great. I mean, if they give us more shit, that's fine. I kind of want some more of their tools. But I set up my Les Paul.
Does it?
There you go.
My dirty fucking hands.
Yeah.
Not dirty. I'm all fucking scratched up though.
Mm-hmm.
I got cats. She's been killing me.
But I set up my Les Paul Jr. here. the pink one, to standard E. So not half step down, not 2 steps down like I've done before on this bad boy. Not drop C or any of that, which I've done on
Jesus.
this. Just your normal standard E, and I put, which is kind of weird, I put standard strings on it. So 10 to 46. So tuned it standard and put kind of your basic starter pack strings on here. And
yeah, your basic bro setup.
Yeah, and to me, I'm like, it's awesome. I'm like, man, the smaller strings are so much easier to play. Especially when it's like also set up like properly too. It's like, it's not a chore. It's not like I'm, I think there's like a quote or something like that from John Mayer. I want to fight the guitar or something like that. Which I'm like, I understand what he's saying, but I'm like, maybe I can learn to be a lighter guitar player by playing lighter strings and just keeping it simple too by being in standard. I know a lot of your guitars you said you tuned to standard. Probably helps with writing a lot more with like keyboard.
So definitely.
To like,
not to play the black keys on everything, you know?
Yeah. And so I did that, and I'm like, got the radius and everything on the Gibsons, which is actually pretty easy. Gibsons, 12 inch radius, and most Fenders standard
12 inches, you're saying?
Yeah, 9.5 radius. So
that's pretty good.
It's actually pretty easy. And I hit up, like I said, Equids, Kevin over there about like, hey, so what's the Rayburn radius? It's 12, so it's more. It looks kind of more like Fender pieced together, but it has a lot more Gibson accoutrement on my Equids there. And I'm like, man.
Yeah.
But just like setting up this guitar to be just like, your standard everyday guitar. Cause I think I've had this thing in drop C for over a year, and
Jesus,
it's not been a good grab and go guitar for me. So just to have it,
you're singing low, 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 low.
Well, it's like, cause I was like, I want to try something different, or it's gonna make me write different. I'm like, yeah, I hated that. So
everything I wrote, I hated it.
Or just jamming on it, I hated it. So now I'm like, oh, one thing I haven't done in a while, your standard E guitar, because my basses are now in standard E because of just in case. So I'm like, should probably raise the guitars up there. So I may do that for the Equids, but it was like just setting up the Equids at least to half step down, and man, it makes such a difference. I'm not again, we're not sponsored, and I'm not going to go too much into it like we did a couple episodes ago, but I'm like, that Music Nomad shit is so good. It's just, there's no, I don't know. It's just no brainer on how do I set this up? If I got to measure an eyeball, no. Just follow this.
This card.
Yeah, the card.
Guide card.
It's like, smaller than a baseball card. Page. Follow that, you dumb fuck. I love it. Anyways, so I got some other things I'm working on, and maybe talk about it next episode or so. May have some, my update on my amplifier. We'll talk about that. And the one that I bought that was broken from Reverb. I'll update you guys on that one once I pick it up, and give you a review. And then I may have another guitar coming down the line in a couple weeks here. So, but we still got more episode here because we're 300.
Do we?
Yeah, I think I think a topic. We got a topic. We got to get it in.
Yeah.
I know we are, catching up in a long episode here, but we're going to go extra long here. So we're going to do Tone Jerk style, Bang, Marry, Kill. So I got 3 pick guards for you. Yeah, you can, shuffle some things around as you need to. So, black pick guard. White pick guard or Perloid, Tommy D style.
Yeah.
Or tortoise pick guard. So your Bang, Marry, Kill for those, but we're going to do a couple different ones. Maybe 3. Yeah, we'll do 3. So a black guitar with those 3 pick guards. Or are you going to Bang, Marry, Kill different ones? A white guitar with those 3 pick guards. It's gonna be different.
I'll write this down. Hold on.
Or Sunburst. Those 3 pick guards.
Okay.
So maybe we can
right.
go back and forth. We'll do Black Guitar with those
black
3 pick
first. Okay, so black, I would have to bang the black.
Okay.
Bang the. Oh shit. Bang the Sunburst. Sorry, not the Sunburst. The Tort.
Uh-huh.
Marry the black and kill the white.
Okay.
Or the pearl, whatever.
Yeah.
Pearl would be all right, but still, those other ones would look better.
I think definitely marry for the Black Guitar. I'm gonna marry black because black on black. That's classic.
Oh,
it's sleek. It's looking good. I'm gonna have to probably something about it. I don't know. It's like the tortoise with the black. I've seen it so many times.
Yeah.
I can do without it. I'd kill it probably.
You don't see too many Perloid, I guess.
Because the ones that I'm thinking about are, I think Geddy Lee and like Tom DeLonge.
Yeah.
The Tom DeLonge strat is going to be that. I mean, of course, people can mix and match on their own. But something about the black, because I think of like I had a buddy who had like the PJ base, and it had like stock. I think the gold pick guard. So I upgraded it to the tortoise. I'm like, it looked. I don't know. Like
I think those look cool with cream pickups.
Okay. Yeah.
And knobs.
Okay.
If it's a strat, black body, red tort, and then cream.
Yeah. And then
I
think of like the original Billy Joe Jr., the one that came out like 2007, 2006, something like that. It had a version which was black with the tort guard. And that was easily my least favorite. The white with black pickguard is probably one of the best ones. But that I might just see that. And like I remember him playing it like live or even in the Bullet in the Bible. When I'm like, that guitar sucks.
The same fucking guitar, but
yeah.
As a small-minded child, that's stupid. No, I get it.
Teenager who's just like, I can't afford a guitar. I'm like, that's stupid, you dumbass. You billionaire.
Yeah.
But okay, so I'm gonna kill the tort and then bang the black pickguard and marry the Perloid white pickguard for black guitars. What about white guitars? Did you see some in the background there and look at that PV?
Yeah, I would have to say if it's a cream white, it would go like the body. It would go well with the tort, the red tort. Oh. But since it's not,
well, I mean, you can mix and match, chop and screw.
All right. So it's a cream body.
Yeah.
With tort would be fine. Would be good. So I think it's gonna be similar. It's gonna be bang the tort, marry the black, and kill the white. Because white, I think, always looks
cheap.
White always looks cheap. Except for if it's like a 3-ply, has like the black binding around the house or whatever the line.
Yeah, there's some reason I don't know why that makes it look more fancy.
Yeah. I mean, come on. That was pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Cream body, black pickguard.
That's
Come on.
3-ply pickguard.
Yeah, it's a 3-ply.
Those, I think the black 3-plies are some of the best.
Yeah.
Because
it's a good one.
The white, just 1-ply white, I'm like, eh.
And then,
it's not bad.
Here's white Perloid.
Okay.
It's not as good.
Okay, well, so this is for me. So for white, and if we're going by your rules here too, like if we're going off-white cream, I think we're going to kind of pretty much the same as the black one. I'm gonna kill the tort.
Okay.
We're gonna bang the perloid or white 3-ply. Let's be 3-ply.
Yeah.
Because like the white on the cream looks cool. Does it?
All right.
All right. You're like, I'll let it pass. Speak your piece.
Yeah.
And then the black on white or cream is just, it's it's the best. That's kind of like for your T40 base that you have there, and then my P base that I have like a off-white cream P base, and I have a black 3-ply guard. It made that base look like $1 million. So much better. Because I had a 1-ply white on there, and holy shit, get that off there.
White 1-ply. I got one. Yeah, fuck it. I was gonna try and grab it off the wall.
You fall over it.
Yeah, I was at the reach, the very end.
Okay, and now this one, my tune. I'm singing a different tune here for the sunburst. Black.
Yeah, I got picture one.
White and tortoise.
This one's tough. I think we might have the same thing here. Perloid will look like shit on this.
Or white is...
And white 1-ply will look like shit.
But if you had a white 3-ply, you could stretch a little bit if you want to do cream or whatever. Or is it parchment?
Yeah, it doesn't... Yeah, parchment looks fine, I think, on it. Or like, it almost looks like it's like green, though. Like
the mint.
Yeah, I'm just looking at guitars here. Okay, so I would say sunburst. Okay, I guess it's gonna be the same. It's gonna be bang the pearl. So the tort, marry the black and kill the white.
Yeah,
even if it's parchment or mint, whatever. So
or
it's more
perlite.
acceptable.
And any of those four, you're just like, I'm over it. I'm done with it.
Yeah, I'm not a sunburst guy, but those are the classic looks, you know.
Yeah.
Black and I think SRV is the black look with the
and
sunburst.
Yeah.
That's what I think of, I guess.
Yeah. And
when like white pickguard to me is like, knockoff. Like if 1-ply,
to me,
that's the knockoff guitar.
The white 1-ply is the cheapest looking fucking pickguard ever.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
But I have that still on my Strat, my red Squire Strat, because everybody knows it's a Squire. So, but I'm like, I do eventually want to replace it. I'm like, I'm sure if I put a new pickguard on it, I would be like, oh fuck, is this a Fender custom shop? Because it's still the 1-ply there.
Yeah.
So I just don't know, why do they even? I mean, it's because it's cheaper. Well, I was gonna say, why do they even make them? My dumbass. They just look like cheap, and that's what they are. And it's funny how even just a white 3-ply, like white, black, white, you're like, holy shit, we brought a whole new level of class in that ass. It's funny how like changing a pickguard can make a guitar completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it can make it look like shit, or make it look beautiful.
And I say this as like, I realize like this has a 1-ply black guard. I'm like, I don't mind it though.
That's fine
because it's
not even beveled. It's just freaking 90-degree cut on it.
Yeah. And I'm like, I wonder if this would look nicer if sorry for audio listeners. I grabbed my pink Les Paul Jr. again. But I'm like, I don't know. Does that, to me, bring it more like what it should be? It's just a cheap guitar. But it has something different. Because I'm like, I had the stickers on the back. That's what makes it cooler. But anyways, so for the sunburst, I'm going to marry the tortoise pickguard. I'm going to bang the black pickguard. I'm going to kill the white, any variety, whether it's perloid, mint, triple ply, quadruple ply, whatever you got.
All of them.
You're going to chop and screw it, Cuisinart it. I don't care what you do it. I don't want the white pickguard on my sunburst, base is what I'm thinking. Because my jazz base, it has that sunburst and it has the tortoise guard. And I'm like, this is my base. I love it. It would probably look more like hip and punk if I put a black guard on it. But I'm not going to as of right now. I play it and people are like, that's a jazz bass, all right. Mm-hmm. Like at the show, I'm like, oh, what kind of bass you play? I'm like, it's American jazz bass. And he's like, yeah, it sounded good.
You had the most basic one.
They look at it
like, they make those like in turquoise too, right?
You can get cool colors. I'm like, shut up. I have no idea. I want to say I have no idea why I wanted it. I just like the look of it. I think at the time I was looking at Jazz Masters. I'm like, oh, getting a complimentary Jazz Master to the one I have, which is the white with mint guard. I'm like, oh, if I got the, sunburst with, tort guard Jazz Master, so I can have 2 Jazz Masters when I played. I'm like, that'd be cool. I'm like, oh no, I don't need that. What if I got jazz bass? And I also may have been watching the anime K-On! At the time, and Mio plays a jazz bass with tort guard.
Oh,
that's sunburst. And I'm like, did I get influenced by a cartoon? Bitch, I might be.
You did.
So
you've just been had.
Anyways, that was maybe just a little quick topic. Actually, probably not quick, but topic. But I'm like, I do like the idea because I sent this to you and you're like, okay, let's run with it. The fact that like pick guards can look better or worse on different color guitars.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's not really. It's crazy. No, just it's a simple thing that's like $11
at the fucking car dealership. Whoa.
Yeah.
But there's other colors that are crazy too. Think of like blues and greens and purples and stuff like that. That I think you can get those from buddy Tony over at the Pig Guardian. Guitar Knobs host over there.
Shout out.
Hit him up. He's like, yeah, I don't do those colors. Fuck off. Tone Jerks told us you would do these colors. Yeah, I don't do that. All right,
who?
Stop.
Yeah.
Tone Jerks, who?
Cares?
Boom, got him. All right, so long episode here. 300. We deserved it. You deserved it. Bring it in for landing, Kyle.
Yeah.
So thank you for the laughs and the cheers and the joys and the tears here for 300 episodes, Kyle.
The tears, the cheers, and the jeers.
Yeah, and then thank you, listener. If this is your first episode, you got a whole way back catalog to go tune into. Go get them. Yeah, get them at get after them. And then 300 episodes. I mean, not to like downplay it. I didn't. Hopefully, we don't sound like dickheads. We're like 300 episodes. Fuck off. I'm like, we just didn't plan.
They said it couldn't be done.
Yeah, they told us. You guys will never make it past 10 episodes.
Yeah, they push us in the hallway and put us in locker rooms. Yeah. Told us we'd never have, or they'll throw us in the locker and lock it up.
Yeah,
we were bullied.
Yeah,
at podcast high school, they said our podcast was never going to be good.
They full Nelson.
It still might not be good. They said we were never going to make it to 300.
Where they
gave us noogies,
my armachillos. They ripped them over my head and covered my eyes.
This dude who was like 8 foot tall could give me a swirly.
Yeah.
He did it. Mm-hmm. Anyways, we were bullied.
Yeah.
At podcast high school.
And we still are.
Yeah. Now we're the bullies. We're the seniors now.
Yeah.
We dish it out. So stupid. All right, keep
we
going.
don't interact with too many other podcasts at the moment, but it'd be funny just to come back in and be like, who the fuck are you guys? we're some cocksuckers. That's who we are. We're going to fuck up your day, your feed. Anyways, okay, 300 episodes. Thank you for tuning in. How do we end this? Thank you for tuning in. If you like what you hear, you can follow along on social media. We're on Facebook. We have a Facebook group linked in the description. We're on Instagram at the Tone Jerks. Follow us. Posting some cool shit over there. Getting in the stories, getting the dims over there. And then if you really like us, you can give us a I like it. My hair is more like back when we started. It's all spiky and
yeah.
I need a haircut.
Saiyan almost.
Yeah, I need a haircut. But yeah, this is like old school. Anyways, so if you like what you hear, you can leave us a review on iTunes. Give us a sub over there on YouTube. And we're doing the video podcast over there on YouTube. You can see Kyle's cool transformation of his studio. This is day 1, and then I'm sure we're going to hear the progress as he is getting more pissed off, as he probably runs into some headaches, as you always do when you do home improvements.
Oh, yeah.
It's just nothing but the home improvement theme song, or not home improvement, the Home Depot theme song.
Boom, boom, boom. Oh.
Oh.
Boom, 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 boom.
You have your 3 cats just in the doorway to boom, 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 boom.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
As you're just yelling and then, God damn it!
Yeah, it's some curse words.
But yeah, as
Definitely
Kyle does his studio enhancements over there. But check it out on YouTube. And if you really like the show, you can help support us on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. But if you double down for $2 a month, you get an extra episode every week. And I know we've missed some episodes in the past on the main feed here to delay episode 300, but we did not miss them on Patreon. We are now more episodes on Patreon than we have on the main feed. So go check us out. Check the back catalog for $2 a month. And just for the shout out, we have a sizable acknowledgement. Kyle, why don't you give it to me?
Well, I got Andrew Walsh from Andrew's Alcove and his synth project, Red 4. I have Abe Newman, Michael Newman, Nicholas Payson, Nicholas Ogburn, Doug King, Doug Chris from 37FX, Masters of the Cinematic Universe, also the Just Surprisingly podcast. I got Joe from the Like My Network, Masters of the Cinematic Universe, also the Just Surprisingly podcast. I was doing pretty good, and then I just slurred it.
Yeah.
Nice. If you want to hear more slurs, move over to the Patreon.
If you want to cancel me,
either.
go to Patreon for $2.
Yeah, and listen to every episode and see if we do actually try and cancel us.
Yeah.
All right, Will Lehue from Just Surprise Me, Energy Weapons. Fuck, damn it! I was reading. I didn't. Not Energy Weapons. It's Energy Weapon sharing maps, and I was just slurring it.
Yeah,
I've only had 2 glasses of water.
Energy Weapons herring maps.
Yeah, herring maps. Goddamn. Tony DeGraw from Texas State Boggle Champs. We got RJ Smith from Teletalks. I screwed up my whole momentum. You know? Jamie Davis, Johnny Ray, Steve Rao from 60 Cycle Hum, Kevin E. Quits from Quits Guitars, Cole Schneider from the band Night Tides, Alvaro Viramontes, Brian Nutter of Nutter Guitars, Mel Chibson of Chibson Guitars, Sean Arbo from Gun Street Wiring Shop, Sean Fahey from the band Shadowhounds, Sean Wright from Lollygagger Effects, and also How to Fucking Solder on YouTube, Juan Ortiz from Tone Hungry Effects, Mike Oxbig, Danny Whacked It, and Zach Hale.
Oh, yeah.
One of the boys.
Look in the camera. I like my hair today. Looks pretty fucking good. Even though I need a haircut, I'm like, God damn.
I know, you just keep staring at yourself in your own camera.
I'm like, look at
Goddamn.
Look at that coif. Oh, my God.
Eric Merrow from YouTube and Instagram. Scott Hamilton from the Effects Loop podcast. Got Matthew Fenslaw, Matthew Davis, Chase Stevens, and Pete from Over There.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the list.
I'm loving my hair. I'm loving all of you. I'm loving you, Kyle.
I love it.
I love it. So, thank you for 300. I mean, maybe it wasn't special for some people. Why did you do something? I'm sorry.
We made it. We can quit now.
We done did it, baby. Like I said, I love doing the show, and it's fun to catch up with my best friend. And if people listen, and if they don't, I'm still gonna want to talk to Kyle every week. So, thanks for joining us. We will see you next week. We love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.